This is our 51-year-old sailboat, and the age kinda shows. So this winter we're gonna fix it up, we're gonna make it real nice, and to do that we kinda have to break it all down a bit. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. This is like getting here. I'm so ready to just smash everything in here.
We just took the mast off the boat the other day and we had some help from some of the local guys here at this yacht club, which was awesome because we would have never figured out how to do that by ourselves. And next step is that in a couple of days we are going to get the boat up on land so we can do some proper work on the boat. But we figured we might as well just get a head start and start doing some of the demolishing work right now. So let's just get into it.
I'm just gonna try to get this blue carpet thingy wallpaper off. So this is like really hard to get off. I just have to have a little piece that I can pull off. But it seems to be glued on. It's not really that pretty, so we want it off. Come on. Come on. Ah. And it's off. And we're removing these as well. It's not a good look, so we're gonna remove that as well.
How's it going?
It's going okay. Just removing these disgusting curtains.
What? They're lovely.
Oh, really? Well, we can save it. We can have it at home.
Make a little skirt out of it.
Make a little skirt. Yeah.
Perfect.
Ew. Love that you like brought the coffee.
Okay, so the blue carpet thing goes kind of in behind the shelf here unit in the back. So to get the carpet off, we probably need to take this guy out.
Oh, that means serious work now. The cap's on backwards. This looks so nice. We're gonna make the boat really good for you.
We can't quite figure out how that shelf is attached. It looks like it's attached like from the back, but there's no visible place where it's attached with screws or nothing. So we're gonna wait until we get on land, demolish that, because we don't want to break anything too much so that we start taking on water or break a bulkhead or something. So instead we're gonna take the knife and cut around it so we can get all the carpet off. Oh, nasty.
Oh, it smells like moldy.
Moldy.
Yeah, moldy with oof. I feel like it's a health hazard.
Probably.
Yeah. Now we're gonna start removing the ceiling, which has this grainy texture and it's uneven. It's kind of yellow and it's not nice. So yeah, I can't wait to get this off. So we're gonna start in here, the rebirth. Wait. Jeg er jo vanvittigt dårlig til. This is like, get in here, help me. It's like, this is glued on, but this is like the...
Yeah, but we want the whole... We
the
want
whole
that
thing?
One. That one, yeah.
This one?
That's the, I don't know, ceiling plate.
Okay.
Trim, no. Yeah, exactly. That is what we want. You probably need to remove these guys first.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we almost got it off. We figured we need to remove this thing, whatever this is called. Then hopefully it should come down. Let's see. Okay. Well, there we go. Awesome. One plate down. Are you cold?
It's cold. Right. Next one. Whoop.
You got it?
Got it.
You got the wrong screw.
Yeah. Nah, this is a job for you. I'll take the baby.
Baby woke up.
All right. We're gonna go.
Lunch break. You have something to say, buddy? Someone woke up and it's time to get some food.
Bye-bye.
And a little walk.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Beautiful. We got the ceiling here in this toilet hallway removed as well. And it's kind of cool because now we can also see this is where some of the wires run also that goes up on deck and probably into the mast. So it's good to have this access as well. All right, so let's see what we can do about it in here. Okay, well, there you go. That is the ceiling down here in the salon. So let's just, I mean, I don't know how this is supposed to look, but looks okay in my book. And it's great because now, of course, we have all the access to pull the wires and make some new lights and all the things we want to do. And of course, put up a new, nicer looking ceiling. But I'm gonna run back and have some lunch with the crew, and then we'll come back later and do some more demolishing. It's time to talk about storage, because this is a small boat, and I mean, we're probably not the most minimalistic people on the planet. And then of course we travel with the baby captain, and he has a lot of baby stuff that we have to bring. So storage is just at a premium. So these lockers here, I actually really like them. I kind of like this rattan and the whole mahogany look here, but they're just not that great, especially with this open air storage above it. There's just a lot of wasted space here. So it kind of opens from above here, and like the lip of this cabinet kind of sits above this. So if you store something in here, you have to open really the cabinet to get it out. And also it's just not that nice looking with this open storage. And I mean, we can see, I guess, the hall in the back here. So unfortunately, I think these nice doors have to go, and we want to replace them with some doors that go all the way to the top, so we can really utilize the whole space. And they're probably gonna be sliding doors as well, because these, it's just not that practical when the doors open like this. So I'm a little bit sad by it, but perhaps we can use some of it in some other places. We do want to reuse and just keep as much of the material that we can, but of course we also need to make the boat livable. Okay, so after pulling off the ceiling here, I found this kind of little signature that someone put here And it's like in behind the fiberglass, I think. Unfortunately, I can't read what it says. So if you are very good in like old Danish handwriting, let me know what it says.
It's been falling, I've been stalling for weeks. The stars are pretty when the sky falls.
Another big consideration that we are currently having is about the galley here. Because of course, it's tiny. And when we want to live on this boat, we just need better place to cook than what we currently have. And so one of those considerations is actually, do we keep this oven or do we go with like just a stovetop? Of course, the oven would allow us a bit more flexibility and be able to cook and bake a bit more things. But to be honest, in day-to-day life, we do use stovetop most of the time. And then the main benefit of going away from the oven would be that we would be able to have a lot more storage underneath for pots and pans and whatever kitchen utensils, because currently we don't have a lot of storage space here in the galley. So please let us know if you have any experience, like do you use the oven a lot or not? Can you live without it? Is that extra storage space worth it? Okay, but actually the main kind of storage space we currently have here in the galley is behind these two doors. And one big problem here is kind of, they also open like this. And you can see this one opens right down on the faucet here, so it's just super awkward to get in here, and the hinge is also really bad. And the same kind of with this guy, it also only opens like this. And of course, if you're cooking something here, then you can't access this guy at all. These doors have to go, and I'm thinking we're gonna do a similar situation here and replace them with some sliding doors. It's getting pretty dark now, so we have to use the torch. But as you can see, there's plenty of space in here for plates and all of this. So I'm thinking with some nice kind of shelving dividers and stuff like this, and then some sliding doors, this will be a very useful space. Yeah, that's one way to know that the winter is really coming here in Denmark, that it just starts getting dark super early. And here we have these clocks, which are very, I guess, typical on these old sailboats and I guess on sailboats in general. But they don't work, so let's take them down. I mean, I figure it's gonna be a while before we get to the actual decorating part, so yeah. Now we got ourselves a proper project boat. Now there's basically no turning back. But I'm thinking it's gonna be a lot of fun. There's one more project that we should have a look at. In our companionway here, obviously we have these washboards. I'm guessing you can start to see the issue now. I mean, they are solid. They're just old and dirty, and some of the trim around the edges has fallen off. So for example, the bottom part here is missing some trim, and then on the side it's also missing some trim. So you can see the size is a little bit awkward. There's a little bit of a gap here, and it's the same with the top piece. Of course, because it's missing the bottom part, we can't actually close the lock or lock the lock because the washboards are just not high enough. So I mean, so far we've actually never been able to lock it. I was just thinking, because the trim that we pulled off a little bit earlier might actually be just the right size. Then I think we should be able to reuse these boards, which again, I would prefer to reuse as much as possible, and they are just solid. So I'm thinking we bring the washboards back to the house, try and see if we can get the trim to fit, and then of course we need to sand it and oil it and whatever we want to do with them, so they also look a little bit nice. I'm probably just gonna put some kind of tarp or plastic over the opening here while they are gone, but it should be a fun little project that we can get done before we haul the boat out. Okay, welcome to the house. Now this place is pretty great because we're like a 2-minute drive from the marina, so it's really easy to just bring home projects like this and then have a bit more space and a bit more tools to work with, and we can take things inside to dry and everything, so very handy. But today we're gonna work on the washboards, and I figured we would bring the I don't know what this is called, like, but the top, and just do everything at once. But first step is to try and fix the missing trim here on some of these pieces. And we're gonna use some of the ceiling trim and work that on, and then we'll move on to sanding and then treating all the wood in the end. Now we are pretty stupid because last year we bought this house, which is also over like 100 years old, and we basically need to completely renovate it. Then we had a baby, and now we have an old boat that we also need to completely renovate. So if you value your free time, don't do like us. Awesome, I got the new trim fitted on both the pieces of the washboard, and I just put in some kind of filler in these old screw holes, and now we're just gonna let this dry before we start sanding them. So I figured, let's get started with this guy. So I'm just gonna start sanding away. That ended up taking a lot longer than I expected. I think I ended up taking some of the wood back like a couple of millimeters almost. I think what has happened is that like here towards the front, which has been more exposed to the weather over the years, kind of the varnish, the old varnish and the wood, it's kind of gotten worn down to, I guess, like to this point basically. But towards the back, it was just a lot thicker. So to get, I guess, an even look, I just had to take it way back. But we're done with that now, so I'm just gonna clean it, and then we'll apply this varnish called boat varnish. And the reason we use this is because I already had it, and it is fitting for this project. So let's do it.
Confiando en la vida as he knows how to think. If it's dark in the night, he will always see pink. The birds of savannah.
That's it. I'm gonna bring this guy inside and let it dry until tomorrow, and then we're just gonna keep doing the same thing. I think we're gonna need to do at least 4 layers of this. So let's move on finally to the washboards. I definitely underestimated the amount of time this little project was going to take. From spending a whole day just sanding away to just the crazy amount of drying time in between all the layers of varnish. So tune in next week to see the final result, as we do need a few more days to finish up this project. Then we'll also get the boat on land. See you next week.